Gilas Pilipinas almost got a clean record as they finished with 3 wins and just 1 loss in the Heyuan WUS International Basketball Tournament. And as promised, still with us to break down the performance of our national team in that pocket tournament is basketball analyst Diego Dario. And one of the standouts of the tournament was AJ Edu, and major breakout performance for him in the tournament. Tell me your thoughts, Diego.
Well, when you talk about AJ Edu, di na siya bago sa Gilas program.
Right.
He played for us in the youth division, first time playing here for the seniors division because, he got injured a couple of years, major injuries.
Yes, yeah.
And, with the way he played in China, he's looking very, very good defensively. He's been blocking a lot of shots in all of those games. Those are the players we kind of need now that JC's with our team. Guys who can play defense, who can shoot from the outside. AJ Edu has proven that he can shoot from the outside. So
As weird as
it looks, right?
Yeah,
but
he's been connecting.
if it ain't broke, we're not gonna fix it, right?
Exactly.
As long as it goes in.
Yeah.
AJ Edu hasn't played in any window. We haven't seen him play senior basketball in a while. Did he do enough to put himself in the discussion to be part of the Final 12?
I think so. Just because JC is going to be our naturalized player, I think you need to have that big guy who can shoot from the outside, especially with the system that Coach Chot is running. A lot of space, 4 out. And JC, as we mentioned, he's been doing that for Utah Jazz. They always have that big guy who can shoot from the outside. So I think AJ Edu, not just offensively, defensively will help the team. Makikita mo, he's been switching to the guards, and he's been actually doing pretty well against the guards of the other team.
Kasi
So
hindi
we
na
need
rin,
that.
yeah,
We need that.
and hindi na rin dribble driving offense
Yeah,
natin.
exactly,
Oh.
exactly.
Like we established earlier, better player movement, better ball movement, and everybody was very seamless, even in that loss to Senegal. And just, I guess, Diego, from a personal standpoint, Gilas or no Gilas, it's good to see him play
Of course.
again, recovering from all of those injuries. Now, let's talk about point guards, and let's talk about CJ Perez. Without Scotty in this team, what was your evaluation and assessment of CJ?
Well, that has been the challenge of Coach Chot Reyes to CJ Perez. Vocally, sinasabi niya na, CJ has to learn to be the primary playmaker for Gilas Pilipinas. He's used to playing the shooting guard, but as we saw in these games, that's what these games are for, to see what they can do in different positions. And CJ Perez has done that off the bench. He's been the primary playmaker. And makita mo, wala talagang takot. We've seen CJ play for Gilas. He's doing the same thing now. Driving to the paint, not hesitant to take those shots. Not maybe the pure point that we need, but in terms of the offense that they're playing, bagay pa rin si CJ Perez dito sa Gilas Pilipinas.
Yeah, he's evolved to the type of player that you'd love, yung mga points guard.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
And off the bench pa.
Off the bench points guard.
Mikey is smiling somewhere. Mikey Reyes is smiling somewhere in the background here in the studio.
For sure.
Yeah, Mikey is wondering why someone's calling his name. Hindi narinig. Mar Fajardo, we have to talk about him next because he looks different.
Boy. Wow.
And just how different is that? Can you describe why he looks different?
Well, he's I feel like he's in great shape right now, talking about Mar Fajardo. I think their training camp at Estonia really helped him. I think also, their training camp here in Manila has helped him. And just the time with Gilas Pilipinas helped him, be familiar with what they're trying to do, which is run when they have the chance to and get easy buckets in transition. And usually, we don't see that from Junmar. In the PBA, usually Junmar, he's going to go to the post, right? Slow game, but now he's actually running down the floor, getting easy baskets, and that's what we need for a Gilas Pilipinas version of a Mar Fajardo. More mobile, can play defense.
He was so agile and mobile. He looked quick on his step, quick with his feet, and even the usual Junmar things of getting those offensive rebounds against 2 or 3 players.
Yeah.
That was still there. And then again, just it's so good to see these players bounce back from these injuries. Anybody else that you want to mention from the team who probably has played consistently from Europe to China?
Well, just to add, Junmar has been also hitting shots from the
outside. Mid-range, that's right.
We will need a lot of those in the World Cup. But, talking about other players that I want to mention, Dwight has probably been the most consistent, especially in that China exhibition games. And the thing with Dwight Ramos is, you can put him in any system, whether it's Coach Tab, Coach Chot, in Japan. He's gonna play well because he does so many things on the court right. You know, he doesn't need the ball, but if you give him the ball, he's going to do something with it.
Yeah.
He's a great defender. He's a smart player. And, you know, that's what he's been doing. He's a vocal player. He's been trying to work on that as well. So, you know, we love the development from Dwight Ramos.
Shoe in, right?
Yeah.
Shoe in.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah,
so.
100%. So you take a look at the entire preparations that we've seen so far. Obviously, we've only seen the games, but in your opinion, Jegs, which player here has increased their stock the most to make that final play?
Well, definitely AJ Edu. He played very well in this China exhibition games. I mean, you know, Renz Abando also played well.
Yeah.
Coach Chot speaks highly of him as well.
Yeah.
He's been gelling with the team, with the system properly. So, you know, Abando, I love the development as well.
Oh, this should be interesting.
Yeah.
The next
It's going to be a tough job,
I
right?
know.
Oh, I don't want to be part of that coaching staff right now. Oh, my
I don't want to
goodness.
be part of that.
But you're going to
job.
be back
Yeah.
here on the show for sure
Yeah.
to give
Would
us
love to. Would love to.
your picks on the last 12 for Gilas Pilipinas.
Let's do it.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Diego, for coming over
Thank
as
you, guys.
always.
Thank you.
And thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. I'm Boom Gonzalez.
Catch us weeknights here on One News and on the Pilipinas Live app, where you can watch us live and our past episodes on demand for just 99 pesos a month. Available for download on Google Play or the App Store.